Hi everyone, this is Sig Suarez and welcome to Watch Manila. Today we are going to take a look at the second Philippine limited edition of Seiko. It's called the Sunrise because of that yellow dial. We'll do an unboxing and we'll also do a review. And then we will take a look at what this watch brings to the table. So let's take a look at this watch and enjoy the video. Early this year, Seiko officially launched to the press the second Philippine limited edition watch inspired by the notable Philippine Sunrise. Officially, the model is referred to as the SRPH 38K1 Pro Specs. Let's check out the specs first. So this watch is limited to 1,000 pieces. The movement is an automatic movement with a manual winding capacity. You have a 41-hour power reserve, and the material of the watch is stainless steel, and you have a diameter of 45 mm and a thickness of 13.2 mm. The crystal is sapphire with a date magnifier, and there's an anti-reflective coating at the inside. The water resistance is at 200 meters, and the bracelet is a stainless steel with a 3-fold clasp with a push button release. It also comes with an extra silicone strap. The SRP for this one is 31,000 Philippine pesos. Now let's do the unboxing. Just quickly before we open the box, let's take a look at the two booklets which come with it. So the first one is the worldwide guarantee. At the back you will find the certificate of guarantee where you purchase the watch and the date. After this one, you also have the instruction manual, where you have everything that you need to know about the watch here. Now let's go to the box. So it comes in this sleeve, and you just take out the box here, and when you open it, you'll see at the back side, you'll see Pro Specs Limited Edition, because this watch is something special. So if you remove this one, you'll see the watch itself. Look at the beautiful watch. Remove it out of the plastic, and it is in stainless steel bracelet. So the bracelet is attached to the watch, and see the original tags here. Look at that one. Let's take a few seconds to appreciate this one. Look at that. You also have the option to put a strap on this watch. So if you want the watch to look differently, you want to have a strap, this one comes with it. So yeah, basically that's the box. Prior to seeing the watch, I was initially skeptical with the design. Usually watches with loud dials would either hit or miss. There's no middle ground, it's either you like it or you don't like it. But when I saw the watch for the first time in person, I was simply amazed with the execution of the dial. In fact, I immediately thought of the Philippine mango, because if you look at the patterns on the dial, it is reminiscent of the mango cuts in the Philippines. The watch is very much a Seiko. The size, the profile, and the features. The two most stunning design elements which elevate this watch into another level are obviously the yellow dial and the gold accent on the edges of the bezel. I had the chance to go thoroughly over the watch. In fact, I wore the watch continuously for over a week, and here are some of my observations. My first observation is that, as I've mentioned, it wears like a Seiko. Quality is of course what you will get with a Seiko. It's extremely durable. It fits my wrist well, even if the watch is relatively big. And also the watch is lighter than I expected it to be. Second, as you would imagine, the design gets some attention. So a lot of people actually stopped by and took a glance, and some even talked to me about the watch because it really catches your eye. It's a Seiko, but it's distinctly Filipino. So you have that beautiful yellow dial there, and some people walked up and talked about the watch. So that's a good conversation starter. As much as I love this yellow dialed Seiko, the challenge for me is also the design. Because in my profession as a lawyer, I do have to wear more formal attires than casual. So I do have to pair it with my attire, and sometimes, of course, it doesn't really fit. Now, this watch does not simply go with anything. If your attire is already colorful or has some strong color hints, you might not also be able to wear this watch easily. That's aside from wearing something formal. But then again, most people who would buy this watch or who would actually have this watch in their collection would not be daily wearing this watch. They would have several to choose from. So it's really not much of a problem. You have a watch for formal and you have a watch for casual occasions. Now, the yellow dial really pops out. So it could irritate you or it could actually be pleasing to your eyes. So for me, it's actually pleasing to check the time. Whenever I look at the dial, it's very easy on the eyes. I did actually ask other people what they thought about the watch, and I was surprised that the hint of gold on the bezel got stronger comments. There were people who extremely disliked it, and there were people who said that the gold was perfect, and maybe one or two said that it doesn't really matter. Majority of the people I asked loved the yellow dial. The shade and the pattern, they said that was very well executed. Overall, this watch deserves a space in the collections of Filipinos, and actually with any other nationalities. Compared with the first Philippine limited edition, the 2 Bataha Reef, I like this Philippine Sunrise Seiko better. This watch is not afraid to make a strong point. The design is really all out, it's very much there. The 2 Bataha for me looked like a watch which played safe from the design standpoint. It simply wanted to get along. But now we do have a proper and a strong Philippine limited edition Seiko. You get a lot of watch for the price point. You get that sapphire crystal, you get that yellow dial, that beautiful dial, you get that limited edition, and you get that great, solid craftsmanship and quality of Seiko. To sum it all up, it's simply a fantastic watch. It will be a great addition to anyone's collection. That is it everyone for the second Philippine limited edition of Seiko, the Sunrise. Join me next time again as we take a look into other watches and other news in the watch industry. This is Sig Suarez, and continue to join me watch the watches.